about what happens with him and you, what would that be?
Oh, crikey. Well, we're both a bit too laid back in one sense.
Uh-huh.
And so we struggle with enough activity, I think, at times.
Yes.
Because we're both a bit kind of peace out. And he'll give nice stuff, and I think, oh, that's fine, I'll just leave it at that.
Right.
So probably
Yes.
a bit more and things like that. And if I was probably a bit more accurate, because I tend to work really with just my feel,
Yes.
and I always work on my own.
Yes.
So
And it's really, you know, working with your feel and suggesting other things to do to change the feelings you're getting a little bit. That's my forte. That's really where I'm going to be coming from.
yeah,
Okay, let's get you into trot and just see a little bit, you know, trot rising and then sitting. So just see a few minutes basically.
okay. I don't do great at the sitting, I'm a bit naughty.
You don't do much sitting, did you say?
I'm a bit lazy.
Can you get her filling the frame more? It's, you know, it's like we really need the horse filling the frame, horse and rider filling the frame as much as we can.
Yeah.
I realise it makes it harder. And maybe come and do a circle around us, Demelza, so we can just get that on camera. So if you do a circle around us and change rein and do a circle around us the other way, and then I might be pretty soon tempted to come and do things. Okay, so change rein when you're ready to, and let's just have you circle around us once the other way, and then and which direction do you feel you do a better job? Do you feel you do a better job going left or going right?
I think I'm better, a little bit better on the right, because I know I'm not so adept on my left side.
Okay.
I tend to be a bit slow to soften on my left rein.
All right, and I'd have been worried if you told me you liked the left rein better. All right, is it sensible for you to canter at this point a little bit?
Yeah, I can come a
Yeah, so just canter a little bit and then... Okay, and then whenever you want to change direction, do that however you want to. Okay, and whenever you want to come back to trot is fine, and maybe just show us a little bit sitting. Okay, all right. I want to come back to walk here and... Okay, so come on, hold. I haven't got... Oh, there's the block. Okay, come on, hold. Okay, I'm going to say something that might sound a like your thought process would be more stretch your leg down,
Yeah.
push your heels down, right? Which
Well,
of course
just
is what everybody hears.
classically to get the leg as long as possible. That's what we've always been taught.
But there's a surprising thing to this, which is how long does the leg look,
Yeah.
and how long are the stirrups
Yeah.
may not be the same,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And that's something I could explain more, but probably now isn't quite the time. So, arrowhead. So you're kind of going foot-like arrowhead.
Yeah.
And the other half of this thing that we're changing here is not to do that. So you've just grown tall, so you kind of saw me coming and went, oh yes, chest up, grow tall. So if we could take a string or an elastic and measure the distance from your collarbone here to your pubic bone on your front,
Right.
and the nape of your neck to your coccyx on your back, do you
Right.
think you'd have one longer and one shorter, or do you think they'd be both the same?
Okay, so should they be the same?
Well, what are they?
I've probably come up higher here, so it's made it longer.
Yes. And there's a big hollow in your
Hollow,
back,
yeah.
actually. Can you get the camera where you can see that?
And for natural, because I was a gymnast, so
Right. So losing this is one of the key things, and it's going to make you feel short. Let's not do it for a moment. I'm going to ask you another question. If your pelvis was a bowl full of a liquid, would the liquid stay in the bowl or spill out of the bowl?
now,
Yes.
now that you've changed my stirrups, I don't feel quite so tilted, if you like. It might tip a little bit at the front.
Okay. Let's go pubic bone up, as if you could bring your pubic bone towards your bikini line, and here make some creases in your tummy between the pubic bone and the bikini line. That's good. That's enough. And then go chest down a little bit as well. So, wait, too much. Over. That's about the right place. Come forward a little bit more. And resist my push. That's it. But be careful, as you do that, you mustn't drag this forward here. Resist my push. That's it. And you're overpowering me here, given that I'm on tiptoe with my arm up in the air, just about to reach you. So this has made you closer to neutral. So you are now where you have a more box-like torso.
Okay.
Come chest down a little fraction more. That's it. And let's do this a minute. Put your thumb in the little indentation by your collarbone.
Yeah.
Curl your fingers underneath and reach your little finger down to your sternum.
Yeah.
Is your thumb behind your little finger, ahead of it, or over it? As in, we're going, where is your collarbone compared to your sternum? So where is your thumb compared to your little finger?
It's my, it's straight.
Okay, advance your collarbone. Advance your collarbone.
Yeah. Oh, I
Right,
see.
by dropping your chest a little, drop there. That's it. Now your thumb is more over your little finger.
Right, and now I get you.
Right, so before it was behind your little finger.
Yeah.
This has
Yeah.
put it over your little finger.
Yeah. So that's better.
So that's better.
I feel awfully collapsed. I feel like my lungs are compromised.
Okay, so keep feeling collapsed.
You go sideways on, directly side, like that.
Right. So yes, you need to be directly from the side here looking at this. Right? So right now, as we look at this from a distance, and I wonder if you can see in the mirror, actually.
I see a bit, but I'm in a crease. I'll just nudge forward.
Right? So keep chest down.
Wait.
Yeah, so he moved off there and you went collarbone back. So can you be collarbone over sternum? That's it. And you need to be dead sideways on, so you have to move too.
Yes.
Okay, lean forward a little bit more, chest down. That's it. So now you're a box.
I feel like I'm closed completely.
Yes, I bet you do.
I know.
I know.
It's 'cause I'm used to-
And so right now you're much more of a box. And how is this different compared to normal? What's this like compared to normal?
Well, I just feel like I'm really small.
Like you're really small. Okay, this is good actually, but I understand it's disconcerting. So you feel like you're really small.
Because I'm obviously closer and closer to centre.
Well, you found your centre in a martial arts way right now.
Okay.
Right? So you could, at this point in time, be a martial artist. So if we go martial artist,
Yeah.
how's that for martial artist?
Yeah, it doesn't work, does it?
Yeah? No, that's where you were.
Yeah.
Martial artist, rider.
You're more solid, aren't you?
Yeah. So the shock to you is how big it feels compared
Yeah.
to how it looks. And
Yeah.
we will send you in a moment to go and look in the mirror. So right now you're in a martial arts posture. However bizarre it feels, this is your front matching your back.
Yeah.
Okay? And your collarbone could advance even a little bit more. That's it, you got it. So this is neutral and vertical. This is a shoulder, hip, heel vertical line.
Yeah.
And it's what physiotherapists call neutral spine.
Yeah.
Yeah? And maybe we should have you go wrong again and come back to right again. So do normal as best you can with your stirrups shorter. So go to normal, slowly. Okay, so feel yourself, lift your chest, hollow your back, right? And now see if you can change it. So it's both ends. It's pubic bone up, put your guts in the bowl, chest down. That was really good. You changed that brilliantly. Okay? And having made yourself shorter in the vertical plane, you're now going to be more able to bear down, which you've maybe heard Peter talking about, which is how riders access core strength. And this is where you pull your tummy into make a wall and you push your guts against it. Good. And there's no shortage of strength there. So you do this, but could do it, I think, stronger and more effectively. Yeah. At this level, push my hands apart. That's pretty good. Okay. Push also into the sides. So at this level, your spine is the only bony bit, and all of this is soft tissue. So you feel it in your front and your sides. At this level, your pelvis is 3 sides of a bony box, so you're only going to feel that push here.
Yeah.
Right? And that push is kind of, it's the equivalent of pedaling on a bicycle, you know? It's how you make power, it's how you rev your engines.
Yes, yeah.
Let's let you walk on, and I think you should go look in the mirror. And if it means halt by the mirrors, go halt by them, okay?
Yeah, we're gonna lose
So,
it.
by all means, fold where you can see yourself in the mirror. And just turn your head. Be very careful about how you just turn your head. How far down can you see your body?
I can't see my heels.
Okay, but so you're pretty good and you see most of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it look like compared to what it feels like?
Kind of weird.
Kind of weird.
That's more, I want to see more like a box, like say.
Definitely you're more box-like. And I'm sure you're aware of all the sort of Pilates kind of torso like a box sort of thing.
Yeah. It does look a lot more solid, therefore powerful.
Yes. So I think what you stand to gain from this is a lot more power.
Yeah.
And with that power, some slightly different feels that, you know, I think could really benefit you.
Gotta play with my mind.
So you're dealing with this very well. You're still smiling and laughing, which is always a good sign. Because
You have to, or else you cry in life.
it's true. This initial kind of rearrange is you know, a big shock for people. So, what would say best for you? What would be the recipe if we just bake the cake here? What would be the recipe?
What for me
To reproduce this?
It's definitely making this flatter,
Yes.
and like you say, bringing the collarbone forward. As soon as I think of those things, then I engage that, and I pull that, and I get flat here.
So you can feel that all happen.
Definitely. I mean, there's a massive difference there.
There is.
Such a hollow there.
Yes.
Because from being over flexible
Yes.
all my life.
So it may be harder for you to stabilise because you have a flexible body, you've got your gymnastic background. So, you know, riding is essentially about stabilising the body on top of a moving medium
Yeah, exactly.
and controlling your body and his through that stability.
Yeah.
And what people normally talk about is relaxation
Yeah.
is the big deal. I'm going to say stability is the big
Of
deal.
course it is. It's a kind of combination of flexibility and strength, which is stability.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And along with this, we have the arrowhead shape to the thigh and the calf,
Yeah.
the foot light.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's walk on and see what this is like as the
I
ocean.
should stay.
So it's like you've got to keep thinking collarbone forward, guts in the bowl, feeling how that engages your core. That's it, and you're keeping it well.
I feel already it's made my seat more engaged, which I think obviously from riding a lot of hot horses in the past, I've had to lighten my seat incredibly, but this horse is no way hot anyway.
Right.
So it probably will help with the activity side of things if my seat is more able to be engaged.
Okay, and you know, I try and avoid phrases like my seat engaged because it's hard to know what that really means.
Well, I feel like my seat bones are connected.
Okay.
That's my
All right.
interpretation of it.
So let's say you can feel your seat bones are more connected. And this would be another way to think about it. If you had little flashlights on your seat bones, would they point down to the ground, forward towards his front feet, or back towards his back feet?
So they feel now, right? They're completely down.
Okay. They look as if they would be spot on down. That is my aim, right? Is that we're getting where your seat bones are down. If your front and back are a box, then it should be that your seat bones just are down.
Yeah.
Yeah? And you don't want to think of them as, big bony push downs, but you need to know where they are.
Yes, no, I agree.
Okay? So you're going foot light, arrowhead. That's it. And you may find that you can be a little more proactive in your put your tummy in to make a wall, push your guts against the wall, because getting really tall kind of makes that go away.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
Yeah? In fact, I think we should do wrong again. Let's have you go wrong. So get yourself tall and stretch down as best you can with your stirrups shorter. And look at that in the mirror. Come past and look at that in the mirror. Yeah? Okay, and see if you can fix it between how your chest drops and you lean into your collarbone over sternum. That's it. And you need a little bit more arrowhead, heel back and up. So you actually got that together better in your upper body than your thigh and your calf.
I kind of forgot the legs.
Yeah.
I was focusing more on the upper body.
Go heel back and up a little bit more. That's another sacrilegious thing here. Here we go. This is good. So now you're finding it. So I think actually, given that we don't have very much time, we should just go to trot rising and maybe change direction where you're on the easier rein.
Okay. The big difference for me, I almost feel like I'm looking down.
Okay,
I know I'm
well,
not.
it is true that your head, doing what we've done, affects the position of your head. Okay, now you need to make a bigger thrust. Imagine I pushed on the back of your pelvis. Thrust, thrust, push more, bigger thrust. Could you get your pubic bone over the pommel? Okay, and keep pushing from the back of your pelvis this much. So you've got to make a thrust that matches the thrust of his hind leg. This is getting it. Yeah, you're doing it, Demelza. That's it. So now you're matching his thrust more.
Okay.
Okay? And can you take some of the weight that's in your feet out of your feet and put that weight into your thighs? And the scary thing about this is it might make you feel like you're gripping. Keep leaning forward a little bit with your upper body. That's it. So foot light weight in your thighs. Even maybe imagine that we could amputate you a bit below the top of your boot.
Yeah.
That's it. That did it. So that took your weight out of your foot in the way I wanted. Good. Okay, this is starting to work well. What's this like compared to normal?
It's really weird. It's just so not what I'm used to.
Right.
Just
And
because,
go on.
just because you're always told, open the chest, open the shoulders, get the shoulders back and down.
Well, you can have too much of a good thing.
Yeah.
That's said to everybody as if everybody needs it and you couldn't possibly do too much. This is about being a martial artist.
Yeah.
Good. And can you get your thighs a little snugger on the saddle where the stirrup bars are and up towards your pubic bone? That's it. So you're trying to fit your horse into an A-frame. Your thighs make an A-frame. And you're wanting the A-frame that just matches him. And right now you look very good on this side with matching him. And by all means, look in the mirror.
I've got to change around and see if I can keep it.
Okay. Now, it will be a little trickier left, and there may be one or two things I can say to you. Keep left foot light. And is one thigh snugger on the saddle than the other? Think about the stirrup bar on the top third of the thigh. Is one thigh snugger than the other?
Yeah, my right one.
Okay. Can you snug your left thigh to match your right?
I'm trying.
That's closer.
I knew that's what you were going to say, so I was like, "Grr."
That's closer. All right, here comes another question. If your knees were hooked onto a bar that passes through his tummy, would the bar be level?
No, I don't think it would.
And which side's lower?
I don't know, actually.
All right, well, I'm going to say The left is a little lower. Can you go left knee up? Very slightly left knee up to level out the bar.
Because I always feel like I haven't got as much weight in my left foot as I have in my right foot.
Okay, well, that may be the case, but just for the moment, go left knee up anyway. And in your thrust of your rise, imagine I pushed a little harder on the left side of your pelvis. So your left hip joint has to go through a slightly bigger excursion than it wants to do. That's it. So if your thighs were like windscreen wipers, do you understand that?
Yeah.
Your knees to pivot, your thighs like a windscreen wiper. The left one doesn't make as big a windshield wiper wipe as the right, but right now you're pretty good. And anybody watching this with a really good eye will see that Demelza hollows her back a little bit in the rise on the left, which she didn't on the right. Okay, you're getting close to fixing it. Well done. I said that not really expecting you to be able to fix it like that just as well as you did.
You have to tell me.
All right, so this is what you need to do right now, at least, as the inroad into your asymmetry, is left thigh snug to match the right, left knee up to match the right,
Yeah.
big thrust, so your left thigh really does a windshield wiper wipe, and it's tricky for it to do that without your back following.
Yeah.
Okay, but right now you're doing it really well, and I think we're probably about where we need to finish the session, actually. Yes, says Peter.
Sorry.
All right, brilliant. Demelza, you made those changes brilliantly. We have to get where you can see the video of this and just see what
But I
you
can
did.
feel it in him. It's far straighter.
Stretch up, stretch down is overused. I spend my life shrinking people into a martial arts posture. And every now and again I meet somebody like this and it's where you've got to get...
Yeah, see, I meet a lot of riders that are like that.
Right.
That are really shy of general confidence and, you know,
Yes.
shy in their posture. And I think my problem is sometimes I'm trying to do it for them.
Yes, and you know, I mean, I often find myself doing some of the fixes I'm saying to the people I ride and a lot, the people I teach a lot, and it's not what I need.
No.
It can lead you up a gum tree.
Yes. And because I'm already hyper-flexible anyway in the lower back, it's just, woo.
Yes, but you took the hollow out of your back really well, but the left side is a little trickier than the right.
But I could, when you corrected it, you pointed it out to me, the straightness in him, because he's often slightly heavier on the left rein.
Right, so there was an immediate change.
Immediate change.
All right, good. Hopefully that's a good sell for
No,
you.
it was really good. I'm really
Yeah.
pleased.
Yeah.
'Cause it's,
So, you know, maybe you'll be in the, we'll bring you in the webinar at some point in time maybe, and we might have you I might just do a quick go right, go wrong.
oh, that's, well, I can do that. Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
Yeah, and you know, you can add a whole load to your existing skill set on this fast.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's really interesting, because for me I'm fascinated with the body and how it mechanises anyway.
Yes.
So it's, when you say it's martial arts, that's right up my tree, so it's
Yes.
interesting.
And you know, taking riders to here and being not a martial artist
Yes.
was the big mistake of the
Yeah.
20th century, probably.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's
Yeah.
and guys on the whole are less hollow.
Yes,
They're less
because they
likely
have
to do.
more
In fact,
flexibility.
half the folks that are the keepers of the sacred wisdom telling you grow tall, stretch your leg out, are themselves doing this.
Yeah, yeah.
But you do that and they don't go, no, that wasn't what I meant.
No, exactly. Which
Right.
is naughty.
That's the problem.
Because I'm training to be a yoga teacher as well. And
Are you?
no teacher has ever said, oh, you're too overextended to me. But really they should.
I think they should
They should be.
Yes, because you're not, you know, you're not easily neutral.
No.
I mean, I haven't done that much with yoga. We did a group session with one yoga teacher in America who I thought was super.
Yeah.
But my experience of yoga has been too much. Everybody do this posture. Very good. Everybody do that posture. That's nice.
Yeah. It's very
Rather
rare to
than
find.
really looking precisely at the body.
Very,
you
very
know.
rare. I've only got one teacher, I've been to lots of different teachers, but I've only found one teacher that does that out of the many that I've been to. And it's really hard to find a good one.
Yes, because I think that's critical.
It's the eye
in whatever you do.
always.
Yes.
It's always the eye.
Yes. My eye